Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this webinar this evening, introducing the new academic year to City of Wolverhampton College. My name's Mal Cowgill, I'm Principal and Chief Executive, and it's a pleasure to address you all this evening. As this is a webinar, you'll be able to post questions in the chat. I see a couple of people have already done that, which is great. And Rose and a number of our student service staff will start to collate those questions as they come through, and we'll begin to respond to these tomorrow. Your email address will be in the chat, so we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And as we go through the presentation, you'll see there's lots of opportunities for you to engage with us. We will circulate the slides at the end of this, but if you want to get in touch with myself or tutors or lecturers, and well, we'll come to all that. We'll come to all that, but there will be an opportunity for you to engage with the college and as well as your students. So I'm going to give you a quick run through of what you can expect, what students can expect from the college, but also what we expect from you guys, and hopefully as parents, guardians, friends, you'll support us. So just starting on the first slide. This is very important, I think, for everybody at the college. You know, being here is optional. This is not a school. We are not statutory, and students have made a choice, and your children have made a choice to come to the college. And that's great, but with that becomes some responsibility. And as we start to, you know, to grow up, and 16-year-olds, 17, 18 come into college, it is their responsibility. It's a great college. I think you've chosen well, I would say that, but I think you have. But it's really, really key now that you make the most of this as students, and as parents and guardians, you help us to actually keep people attending. It's a great college in a great city, in my view, but students are the key to making us great, because if they attend, they tend to achieve. And if they achieve, the college is successful. And we kind of, you know, we understand 100% isn't always possible, but that is our ambition. But genuinely, as a parent, the key thing for me to get across tonight is it is your child, the student's responsibility now, in a way that it hasn't been so much at school. We've got some great support staff that you will hear about in a minute, but attendance is absolutely key. In our view, if you're not attending, you're not learning. Sometimes when you make important decisions, particularly as a young adult, you may find that you're not happy with the college or the course. Please let us know. There's lots of opportunities to do that through tutors, personal tutors and lecturers. Having made the choice to come to the college, as I say, and make the most of it, please do not allow your children or friends to actually leave. There's a huge, significant amounts of courses that we offer, and we do prefer students to transfer rather than to leave. And as I say, please, as parents, guardians, friends, please encourage your students to grasp this opportunity and actually make the most of what should be a very enjoyable as well as some hard work as well. So we have our high expectations. You know, we would like 100% attendance and punctuality for all sessions. Sometimes this is not possible, but if it's not, please make sure you minimize that. And also punctuality is important. It's not just the attendance, it's actually being punctual for sessions, just being respectful to fellow classmates. Maths and English sessions are compulsory. It's not an option if students haven't achieved grade 4 or above. Clearly, if you have, that's not a problem. But if you do require maths and English, please attend because it is very important for your main course that you also achieve grade 4 and above in maths and English. Yeah, we'd like a positive attitude. We see some fantastic students go through this college every year. In terms of 16 to 18, there's probably going to be about 2,500, 2,700 this year. And in the main, there's some high levels of motivation and some good behaviour. But just for me to kind of reiterate a couple of things, please wear your college ID badge. At some point, we will stop entry because it's not just about pride, it's also about safety, and it's extremely important to me and our staff that your children are safe when they're on this site. And the main way of doing that is to make sure that it's only staff and students are there. And the ID badge is absolutely essential on that. Good behaviour, it's about, I suppose, everyone in our learning community to each other, to other staff, and to your classmates. It's just about, I think, enjoying your time at the college as well as working hard. It works. We know students rate this college. I'm not going to go through them, but you can see we have a very high level of satisfaction, and hopefully you will see that, and students this year will continue to feel that they are having purposeful and proper lessons, and that students are learning and they are progressing. I will come to if you're not, or if you feel your children aren't, or your guardian you feel they're not. But at the moment, we know over the last 2 or 3 years, the college has been first rate, and we know we were the #1 college in the West Midlands for our achievement results for 16 to 18-year-olds in the last published account. So that's fantastic, and we want that to continue. What can students expect from us? Well, you'll get a programme of study. As I can see from comments in the chats, people are in college already, hopefully settling in fine. That means you can move on from this college at some point to the right destination. The programme of study includes work experience, maths and English if required, tutorials, and there will be enrichment opportunities. We've got some fantastic clubs. Sport, particularly in City of Wolverhampton College, is really good, but we've got lots of other pastoral support and also, as I say, clubs. You can expect high quality teaching and assessment as a student. We will be very, very supportive. Our staff are very, very supportive, but they will also challenge, because it's important that we challenge you to be the best as a student. And again, as a parent, it's extremely important to us that you support us in that and allow us to challenge our students so that they can be the best that they can be. And we have some fantastic resources here at the college, and the study hub, IT resources, lots and lots of resources that we will be using in the classroom and in workshops and in general to allow you to complete your studies as a student. So, who's here to support your students? And again, there'll be emails and notes at the end, but all of you can, as a parent, as a guardian, whoever, can contact these people. But there are personal tutors, we have progress coaches, clearly we have our lecturers, but outside of the academic route, we also have some fantastic support members. So we've got student support workers who are in the student hub. Within the student hub at both of our sites, there's financial support. There's a careers and guidance team that will come more to the fore as you go through your studies, and also within the study hub, there's also lots and lots of resources that you can use, the old-fashioned library, as I would call it. But also any manager that you could just stop in the corridor as a student or as a parent, you can contact. We have, as I say, curriculum managers and a couple of assistant principals also within the team. There are some fantastic student support staff, and myself. If you would like a chat with me, if you'd like to come in for a Teams or come in physically to the college, my email will be available and you can get to us. Okay, so there's some great staff around, and hopefully your children will see that. But we also offer, some great mentoring. We've got assigned staff who support our students and apprentices to achieve their full potential. As I say, that's really key to us at the City of Wolverhampton College. We want students to absolutely achieve everything that they can. We've got a very full and talented safeguarding team, and they help our students and apprentices if needed, and they will be available, and I'm sure through tutorials you'll be introduced to them. We've also got a team of mental health first aiders accessible across the college. I think we're probably touch wood out of the pandemic now, but we do realise it's been a pretty tough 2 or 3 years for our children and for students and for all of us. And we do make sure that we've got our mental health first aiders and also a counselling service that all students and apprentices can access. As I said at the beginning, attendance is very, very important to us, and we really would appreciate your support in that, because if we really feel that if you're not attending, you're not learning. So if students are late or absent, please report the sickness, if it is sickness, to the CALMS team. All our attendance is monitored by personal tutors, and we will chase students and we will chase apprentices to make sure, as I say, it's not just attendance, but you are punctual even. And if you're not in class, you're not learning. So please, as parents, as guardians, as friends, please help us to make sure that students are attending and are on time for their lessons. We value student views. There are a lot of ways to listen to the learner voice. It's very important for me as a principal to make sure that I hear from parents, from students. We've got surveys. We have a system of complaints and compliments. We have some fantastic learner representatives in each class, and hopefully you know, some of your children will volunteer that. We do a you said, we did, and just generally speak to staff. We will hold some formal focus groups throughout the year, 2 or 3. We tend to do linked into our learner representatives, and we've also got a very active students union and student council. One of the president of the student council sits on our governing body and brings the learner voice. But I would encourage all students to be active within the student council and join the students union. So as parents, what can you expect? Well, we will make sure your students and apprentices are attend punctual, and we will chase them. And as I said earlier on, if you can help us with that, that will be extremely important. There are two opportunities for you to participate in the Learning 2 formal ones, 2 programme evenings, one on the 9th of November this year, and then the next is on Wednesday the 29th of March in 2023. In addition, there are 2 maths and English programme evenings in the new year. First one on the 11th of January and the second one on the 22nd of March. But teachers and managers are always happy to talk to you, our employers and individuals, students, about the programmes and their progress. And as I say, if you want to discuss progress at any point, then please use the contacts as shown, the customer service at allcall.ac.uk, and we will arrange for some progress conversations to be had with you. If you're concerned and you want to kind of talk to us about your child's education, particularly in this first month or so, please contact a tutor or a personal tutor. The CALMS team are there for attendance monitoring, but again, they will refer you, if you go through the CALMS team, to relevant support, including the very important safeguarding. And it's easy to contact a manager or a head of curriculum, the assistant principals, or as I say, if you go through the switchboard or direct to me, whether it's email or phone, please, if you are concerned, please get in touch with us. You know, we are very committed to the future of our students, and we really, really want them to be and achieve the best of what they can. And having chosen to come to the college, as I said right at the beginning, it would be a shame to lose any students now. So if there are any concerns about the course or anything in general, please make sure you speak to one of our team. If you want to find out more about the college, there's a few of our obvious social media sites. We have our kind of mantra is defining futures. That's defining the future of the college, but also defining the futures of the young adults of Wolverhampton. And please, as I say, there's lots of ways to find out more about this college and about this year. I can see in the chat there's lots and lots of questions being asked already, and the student services team will start to respond to those. In fact, I can see they're already responding now, which is great. So please Hopefully your students will enjoy this year. It will be hard work, but it hopefully will be some enjoyment as well. We've got some great clubs and activities that go on around the academic rigor, but we want people to, as I say, finally, to really achieve the best that they can. So thank you for joining us this evening. And as I say, if there is anything that you want to talk to me about, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.